G'day everybody. So it's another fantastic day here in Punta Lest. Every day is blue sky and perfect breezes. In fact, the trade winds have backed off a bit today. They're not as strong as they usually are. It's probably only about 10 to 15. And it's is today the last day of the classic races here? I'm not sure. Maybe the last day today. I'm not sure. If not today, it'll be tomorrow. But they've been having an absolute ball out there in their classic yachts. So roughing around in unbelievable conditions, so a bit of fun. And I've still got the flu, but it's okay, getting better, and I'll probably get outside today, enjoy that sunshine. Nothing to report dramatically from any of the tweets from any of the boats. It's quite amazing, and getting to the point where we've got to do a press release on Monday or Sunday night Monday. They say, well, what's happening? They're all having a good time. It's just crazy. And, it's amazing. We're nearly 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. And the fleet is, if you put Explorer and Sterner in a little bit different category, but generally the fleet's only a couple hundred miles separating the majority of the fleet, the other 10, 11 boats. And they're all in good condition, having too much fun, keeping occupied, enjoying the ride. And, anything can happen. So, but it's about to happen, which I'll explain in the tracker. There's going to be a big separation starting very soon, I think. So, excuse me, let's just go straight into it and see what we got here. It's the 26th. Oh, happy Australia Day, by the way. That's Australia Day. Some people call it Invasion Day and all the rest of it. But anyway, that's life. And where are we here? I'm going to get on my tracker. Here's the tracker. Okay, so you can see here straight away. I'll check this is the latest positions. No. It's not either. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was, I don't know if you ever saw that, but Explorer 1 minute is on port tack now, on starboard tack now, on port tack. It's all over the place here. You can see a big hole, and that's going to be with Sterner and Explorer for the next couple of days, and the rest of the fleet is going to basically sail away. So I think, generally speaking, in the next, 2 to 3 days from now, you'll see another 300-mile lag. The majority of the fleet will get away by about 300 miles, I think, because they've just come into, they're still hanging on to this bit of breeze here, and we'll talk about that a bit more once we go through the whole fleet, see what's happening. But yeah, there's a bit of a breakaway happening. Remembering, of course, there's a waypoint there. That's why all the fleet are coming up to get around that. They've got to leave that got to leave this waypoint here to starboard when they go past. So everyone's coming up. Anyway, Explorer just about dead in the water now, 3.3 knots, which is not good. And that's going to be, as I say, the name of the game going forward for some time. So they've come to a halt. 127-mile day. That'll seem like a big day in the future. Sterner's just coming into it as well. Light headwinds, 4.8 knots, still moving better than Explorer now. Excuse me. And 140-mile day. The Spreeter Keep, 8.3 knots, 153-mile day. Outlaw, 6.9 knots, 141 nautical mile day. Evrika, 8.3 knots, 167. White Shadow, 8.3 and 161. So all these guys are still moving. Helsinki, 8.2, 175. Galliana with Secure, 8.6, 144. And I'll just kick it up a bit more here so you can see what's going on. Then we've got Triana, 8.4, and about, 8.4 and 123-mile day. They got a bit soft there. And Neptune, 8.9, 134-mile day. And coming over to the leaders, did I do a bit of Helsinki? I think I did, yeah, 8.2, 175. Maiden, 8.3, 143. So they went a bit soft on that. That's interesting. Penjuic, 8.9, 130 nautical mile day. That's kind of interesting. 132 for, excuse me, translated 9, but they're doing 8.9. And I think that's reasonably accurate. It might have gone a bit soft. They've started moving again now. So that's not too bad. And then if we come back down, I'll show you what's going to develop with the weather. Come on, here we go. That might be a bit too far. I missed one skip there. No, I'm going to take it back a bit so I can show you exactly what's happening. Overall, it's still this situation where there's a group of systems. There's a big high pressure system there just to the north of them right now, which is kind of good because it gives you a westerly. Over here, it's the residual of a big low pressure system up there, okay, on the side. So that's one lot going around there. Then there's another sort of a low over here, and down the bottom, there's another sort of a high. So what you've got, that might be a bit easier if I go down one more. So you've got a high down here. You've got another high up here. You've got the low pressure there, and you've got sort of a low cell developing there. And right in the middle of it is our fleet. Now, the guys at the front of the fleet here are more under the influence of this high, so they're going to get shot forward into this southwesterly airflow. Okay, that's kind of good. But Explorer and Sterner luck out completely. They're in no man's land, and basically no one system is giving them any joy at all. They're literally in the middle of no man's land. It'll be light variable, virtually no wind for the next 2 days or more. So they'll be going nowhere. I'll just so you can see the overall big picture there. I'll just bring it up a little bit here now, and I'll start walking the weather forward so you can start to see what's happening. And you'll see this is the hard thing to pick now is how quickly the whole fleet moves forward. This is only half a day or a bit more, but I think what you'll see happen is that it's the first ones they got to try and hang into this breeze, this southwesterly breeze. And the angle of that, the border of it, is going to pretty much hold the same. It's not moving very much. So the leaders may actually hook into this and keep going very quickly. They'll just get around the corner of this and keep going. The mid-fleet will take longer to get there, and the longer they take to get there into this gradient, the bigger the breakaway from the leaders you're going to see. So you're going to start to see the fleet split for sure. There's about 240 miles between the Penjuic and Outlaw back here. So there's a 240-mile break, and I think that'll be enough to split this by a full day or more in the next few days, because the first ones in are going to jump away, and then they've got to ride all the way to Cape Horn then. Poor old Sterner and Explorer are going to be left way behind on this for sure, because you can see here's the 27th. You can see again, it's another day. The gradient here stays in the same place. So they're really struggling to get in. And if these guys can get there quick enough, they'll be right. But Explorer and Sterner, forget it. They'll be really struggling to make any headway at all. So here we go, because you can see the hole just sits there. There's nothing happening. There's a bit of breeze down at 55, down in the 50s, but they're just not going to go down there because they'll be thinking this waypoint. Then when you get to here, 29, that's 3 days away, it starts to come up to meet them. So they'll start to make a move on the 29th, but it still won't be fast. So for those days, all the rest of them know at that point are onto this solid southwester and heading to the next waypoint, which is down here on the way to Cape Horn. So so generally good conditions. Still no storms. If I pull this back, again, you can see there's Cape Horn over here. And there's no big dramatic storms, even when we keep walking this through. So you imagine 3 days from now, Penjuic and everyone, I was shown yesterday how to fix up this little glitch with the measuring tool. So 3 days, Penjuic and so on could be down around here somewhere. Okay, and they'll be onto it, rolling through. And then they've got it's still the good weather just keeps rolling on and on. I mean, these aren't storm cells. That's just typical Southern Ocean. And look at all this. There's just nothing down there. You wouldn't want to be at 55. So that's kind of interesting. And then if they're holding to it, if they get the right weather, when they go around, they won't want to go down low, to this waypoint. They want to stay up and try and keep under this. But time will tell. And then coming right across, if this forecast holds true, it's going to be struggling with light winds rather than the usual Southern Ocean stuff, right? Now, even that one there is not a bad one. It's not bad at the moment. It could all change. It's the 2nd of February, so still some time away. But overall, when I'm looking at this for the Southern Ocean, this is all really good stuff. There's no nasties, but there we go. Something good had to be happening here, and that's on the 4th, so that's like a week away. So we'll have to wait and see, but the luck is holding for the fleet right now, and I think that's about as much as I can tell you here. So we'll now come down to the leaderboard and just see. You're going to see some big changes here in the next couple of days as well. But line honours and all the rest of it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot in it. So translated, Penduic, Triana, Neptune, Maiden, and so it goes down to Galliana with Secure. The IRC will be floating around a little bit right now, but expect to see some potentially big changes coming up. Still, Triana up the top there, 33 days, 9 hours, exactly one day behind is translated. Galliana with Secure, oh boy, minutes away. So Galliana with Secure is right on top of translated 9 right now. So that's good for them. They won't know that. In fact, it's only 2 minutes behind. Galliana with Secure is 2 minutes behind translated 9. It's pretty cool. And White Shadow, 35.11, so they're a day behind that. And then Neptune, Evrika, Maiden, Outlaw, Penduic, way down here at 9th. Now, I'm just going to refer that to overall. I mean, everything's shifting around a bit, but remembering translated have got that 3-day penalty. So they're on 37.10 right now, and translated are on 34.10. So they're neck and neck, even with the 3-day penalty. So effectively, without the penalty, translated would be nearly 3 days ahead. Right now, with the penalty, they're neck and neck with Penduic on IRC. So some sort of fun stuff going on there. But as I say, watch this space. There's a potential breakaway for the leaders if they get into that southwesterly flow before anyone else, and I think that's what you're going to see happen. I think the front sort of 4 or 5 boats will start to separate a little bit from the mid fleet, and as I say, poor old Explorer and Sterner, it could have gone the other way, but they're sort of going to luck out the next few days. So enough of that. Let's go back here and say good day to the people, whoever it is, and see what's going on, and then I get the blooming nose. Okay, so good day, Elizabeth. Got it finally. Yep, it's going to be. This is the new time. So all things going well, this will be the new time going forward. It's a bit of a split where we were last time. So those that wanted it late at night, and those that wanted it in the morning, we're going in the middle. And I think it covers America and Europe and all the other spots. So good day, Kathleen. YouTube came in immediately. Yeah, good. Okay. Poor Explorer, yeah, they're locked out big time now. But they caught up a little bit. That's the name of the game when you're sailing, because if you're, it's all about sailing the weather, and now they just run out of it. So you're going to see some changes, but they'll still get there. They're only a few days behind. All right, when will you do the next Q&A? I saw the last one from 5 days ago. We usually do the Q&As Friday, so I'll put one up today. I put the questions up on Friday, and if there's enough answers there, I'll do it on the weekend. So you're about to see a Q&A go up, and I haven't been. We are. I just got the stats on the website yesterday and on YouTube and all the rest of it. It's unbelievable. 83% of the people watching YouTube haven't even subscribed, and it's pretty much the same on Facebook. So many people on Facebook have never worried about liking OGR. So. Anyway, we've got, we're coming up to 5,000 people, I think, or 4,800 subscribers on YouTube. But the majority are following us on Facebook, so I'm just doing that. If I see some more activity on YouTube, we might do an opportunity for YouTube people to ask questions on the YouTube side as well. So I never do it enough. But like, share, subscribe, all that sort of rhubarb, it's funny. With the OGR, I've never worried about doing boost posts or pay for advertising or sharing it around enough. We stand on our own 2 feet, but maybe I should be doing some more boost posts or pay for some advertising or whatever it is. But those that are here enjoying it, and but if you haven't liked or shared or subscribed, if you haven't liked our Facebook page or subscribe to YouTube or whatever, if you can, it's great. It's good for us. So okay, where did I get to? I can't slide down. Warren, Cole, yeah, that's cool. About time. Kathleen Johnson, I saw that on the post. Do you know how good the HF weather forecast coverage is from here in the fleet? Should be pretty good. I mean, they're talking to Passage Guardian, I think, and there's various bits and pieces. Occasionally you'll get a weather factors map, but no one's complaining about weather at the moment or lack of it on the boat. So they're working the system. It's got coverage pretty much all the way through. So I think there we go. That's it. I'm going to go blow my nose and enjoy the rest of your day and weekend coming up. That's cool. Happy Australia Day, all that stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.